Should I start? Hello,
Yes, sir.
I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. My screen changeable or not? Hello, is it changeable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay, okay. Thank you.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Sound really problem is going on. Okay,
मम्मी
so today we will discuss something. It's a conodonts.
मम्मी
Basically, it is too much important for those who are interested to go in the field of ONGC or petroleum exploration. This is very important kind of fossil for geologists, those who are recognized to explore petroleum. Basically, the geologists who really want to explore the petroleum or who have jobs to explore the petroleum, they basically find these kind of fossils. First, it is important to understand the basin analysis. In basin analysis, if they have recognized particular geological time scale, so in this geological time scale, if they are getting conodonts elements, there is a difference between conodont and conodont elements. Basically, हम अपनी जियोलॉजी लैंग्वेज में कोनोडोन्ट्स ही बोलते हैं, बट इफ यू गो इन deeper portion, so though whatever we are observing, it's a conodont elements. Okay. So there is a conodont alteration index. Basically, it is important to identify the zone of maturation of hydrocarbons. So basically, you are observing the conodont in a slide over here. It's a hagfish-like animal which were occurred in the time of Upper Cambrian and present in the time of Triassic. So those who are not able to recognize the age, I will give a shortcut over there. Just from C is Cambrian, and last T is Triassic. So not from Cambrian. If you writing a Cambrian, it will be okay. But for a spatial part, Upper Cambrian to Triassic. Some book like Cutter's book, they have given the time scale is Upper Cambrian to Permian, but standard book, the geological time scale for occurrence of conodonts is Upper Cambrian to Triassic. So I will start this presentation over here. So basically, conodont is animal and elements of conodonts like tooth. What we observe in microscope is conodont element. Basically, it look like tooth-like structure. They are tooth of particular element. The study started to observe the tooth-like element, but after the 100 years, they found that it is a part of particular animal. The animal which were looking like a snake fish, which is known as hagfish or jawless fish. So it's a achordata, means that achordate means a fish which not have a chordates. Okay, a jawless fish. So conodonts in a Greek language, konos, a cone, and odont means tooth. So are extinct Agnathus. Agnathus means jawless fish. If you will go to learn about vertebrates paleontology, so there is a in fish starting with fish, there's Ganathas and Agnathas. So in Agnathas there's a chordate. एक नोटोचॉन्ड्रिया होता है, चॉडेट्स जो होता है, इट्स अ सॉफ्ट मूवमेंट वाला पार्ट होता है, जैसे हमारे बैकबोन होता है. सो फिशेस में वो होता है जो एक जब वो डाई होती है तो वो बिखर जाता है, बट एज कंपेयर टू वर्टिब्रेट्स उनका वो जो नोटोचोड होता है वो प्रिजर्व हो जाता है. सो इन कोनोडोन्ट्स दे आर बेसिकली extinct Agnathas. For described classification, phylum Conodontophorida. It's basically called Conodontophorida. If someone is asking you what is conodont, so you will tell conodonts element. What is tooth-like observed? How it look like? It just look like this. There is a type of conodonts is there. 4 types of conodont they have observed. So For phylum description, there's no any classification still happened. There's no any genus particular classification which is represented by origin as well as their basic difference. So on the basis of morphology, the classification is there. So it's a group of marine organisms like hagfish and lampreys. It just look like this one. और जो लेंथ होता है उनका it's maximum 40 mm means 4 centimeter high. और and the size of conodont is 0.5 to 4 mm. It could be a 200 micrometer to 4 mm in size. So commonly fossil remains are representative by 0.5 to 4 mm. It's like 200 micrometer to 4 mm size. Discrete means continuously. Element constituting the phosphatic calcium carbonate fluoride, fluoroapatite. जनरली कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट एपेटाइट का जो केमिकल कंपोजिशन होता है वो क्लोरो फ्लोरो हेक्सा एपेटाइट होता है, हेक्सा फ्लोराइड होता है, विच इज ऑर्गेनिक मैटर. उसी में जब जो टूथ होता है उसके ऊपर एक ऑर्गेनिक मैटर लाइक एम्बर, एम्बर इज अ ऑर्गेनिक फॉर्म, सो एम्बर प्रिजर्व होता है. द फर्स्ट स्टडी इन कोनोडोंट, it is important to know who established the terms conodonts, like C.H. Pender. In 1856, he observed a conodont elements. It was tooth-like structure. So conodont element found in now after 100 year or more than 100 year, the study found that something it's animal. Before in the time of 1856, they don't know what is conodont. They are just getting the tooth of conodonts. So after 100 years, they found conodont animal which is preserved in somewhere in upper Carboniferous shell in somewhere in Scotland. They found the 4 mm structure in which the maximum size of eyes is there, notochondria is there, mammaris is there. They at the same time the amount of conodont tooth is established over there. So they have told that the conodont, which is available as the form of microfossil, it was represented by Conodontophora. It's a kind of animal which is having a length of maximum 4 mm or 40 mm or 4 centimeter. Okay, so conodont is found associated with marine deposits, commonly in black shell or with graptolites, radiolarian fish, fish remains, brachiopods, cephalopods, trilobites, and arthropods. Used as a stratigraphy maker as an index fossil. So most important index fossil is because it's an extinct species from Cambrian to Upper Triassic. So those who are unable to find the stratigraphic boundaries with reference to biostratigraphy, if they are getting conodonts in particular age and time, they can show that the rock belong to the between the boundary of Cambrian and Triassic. So in India, there is a lot of conodont varieties is available, but you have to find where Paleozoic rock is available. The Paleozoic rock is available in Himalayan region. In the mainland areas, there is no any Paleozoic rock is there. So in the Kashmir Valley areas, maybe you will get a lot of fossil representative by conodonts. So its evolutionary transform happened in Cambrian and Tertiary. So upper Cambrian में ये evolve हुए. In the time of Cambrian, Ordovician and Devonian. In the time of Devonian, they were most prone. मतलब उनका बहुत ज्यादा एरिया था, मतलब बहुत डाइवर्सिफाइड मिलते हैं. Again in Silurian, they got some lower diversified. But in the time of Triassic, they got extinct. So the first study I told you that it came by the name of 1856 or 1859 by the C.H. Pender. There's one institute, basically Pender Institute of Conodont Study. They do particular study related to conodonts because conodont is too much important. Not only what study they did, but it is important for realizing the climate of Paleozoic as well as Mesozoic and as well as the chemistry of ocean, because of they are mostly restricted to the area of marine. So if in the time of your PhD, you are locating a you are working with the Bardia Institute of Himalayan Geology and someone has gave you the topic to work in the Paleozoic, so maybe you will chance to work in the conodonts. So in that time, you have an option to identify the chemistry as well as the condition of ocean, water level, in the time of Paleozoic. So on the basis of conotones, you can go over there. So in the time of 1856, those who have found the conotones, they were just saying that it could be the element of Agnatha. Agnatha, I told you that Agnatha is a jawless fish. There's two types of fish there: Nathas, Agnathas, and Nathas. And it could be annelids, nematodes, worm or claims, ऑर्थोपोडा. ऑर्थोपोडा इसलिए क्योंकि ऑर्थोपोडा में जैसे ट्राइलोबाइट आता है, तो उन्होंने बोला कि उस टाइम ऑर्थोपोडा में भी आ सकता है, और इसीलिए ट्रेड्स में भी आ सकता है, और सीवीड्स या सी वॉर्म, जो छोटे छोटे सीवीड्स होते हैं, उनके भी पार्ट्स हो सकते हैं. बट एट दैट टाइम दे वर नॉट एबल टू फाइंड एनी काइंड ऑफ प्रिजर्व एनिमल full body, full skeleton. So that's why they didn't describe any kind of animal, but they studied morphology of the what they are getting, conodont's elements. So by the early 70s, two hypotheses were considered to be the most probable, which sustainable the propinquity between the conodonts and polychaete worms and chordates. Now, I told you that it's a minute 0.226 mm. Some book has given the 5 mm or 6 mm isolated hard parts of unknown organism composed of calcium phosphate that is usually translucent and amber brown in color. Okay, so they are marine microfossil. Phosphatic composition make them durable, preservable under adverse condition. Why it is durable? It is durable because of that it's a phosphatic composition, and you know the hardness of phosphate apatite is 5, so it is much more stronger as compared to calcite. Generally जो जितने भी हमारे ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं जो जहां पर हाइड्रोकार्बन बनता है, उस कंडीशन में हाइड्रोकार्बन उन्हीं कैल्सिफिक एलिमेंट से बनता है, बट द एपेटाइट इज मच मोर हार्डर. सो इन दैट कंडीशन इट इज नॉट एबल टू डिग्रेड और convert into hydrocarbon. So it is durable, preservable under adverse condition, sedimentation and palingenesis. Palingenesis is a post after deposition. I think you have heard that word, diagenesis and palingenesis. After the diagenesis, there is a palingenesis increase. It's a pre-metamorphic condition. Anyone know it? And they also occur in the reworked fossil. Reworked fossil is like a fossil is deposited in somewhere in basin, and after there's any tectonic activity or any disturbance happen, and again the weathering and erosion happen. So in the same time, what amount of fossil has preserved in that basin, they again transport it as a geological agent and deposit. So they will deposit in a younger bed. So if you are getting a fossil in a Jurassic and Triassic time, Jurassic and Cretaceous time, so maybe you can say that it's a reworked fossil which is originated from below the age of Triassic beds. Okay, so geological age is just Cambrian to Triassic, so it's an extinct animal. Okay, gate में questions पूछते हैं, basically it's related to composition, its age and its type. इससे ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन नहीं आता. That's why no one study about it. But in petroleum science, there's much more important just for recognition the hydrocarbon beds. So phosphatic microfossils, hard part consists of apatite crystallines within organic matrix. Appears pale yellow and translucent when unaltered. I told you that conodont color index is there. Sometime important question they ask, when the conodont is pale yellow and brownish color, so what will be the condition of hydrocarbon? If the conodonts appearing whitish or conodonts appearing a black, so in that condition whether hydrocarbon will be available over there or not. So basically in the time of just in a beginning condition, the conodonts appear off white or pale yellow. When the thermal degradation maturation happen, its color change due to the organic matter compression. So from pale yellow it will come to the lower brownish, then brownish and dark brownish. But in the time of dark black, it is indicated that the basin of hydrocarbon, it reached much more temperature where the amount of hydrocarbon got escaped. So as a geologist, if you are getting a black conodones, so it is directly indicated that there will be no hydrocarbon will be there. And after the black conodone, it will go to a whitish color, where the total organic matter, which in the amount of amber, it will go disappear. So you will get a white conodones. It will indicate that the rock bed has gone through from a higher temperature condition, higher temperature metamorphic as well as palingenesis condition. So for major morphological feature, there's 4 type of conodones have been classified. One is simple cone. There is 2 diagram is observing in your screen. I'm audible and screen is change हो रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one is single cone. Basically, I think you all know that what is the hardness of our teeth. Basically, our teeth is composed of calcium carbonate, but there is a layer of apatite. That's why its hardness is more than. So basically, 5 hardness is there of our teeth. So simple cone is there. This one, if you go, so it's a simple cone. So it's a primary. If you go to the ये जो hagfish का जो स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है यहाँ पे डायग्राम, इमेजिनेशन डायग्राम है. सो जो प्राइमरी टीथ होते हैं वो होते हैं सिंपल कोन. सो सिंपल कोन आपके टूथ लाइक कस्प होता है. यहाँ पर एक कस्प होता है, सिंगल कस्प होता है जो एक कोनिकल होता है. उसका जो टॉप वाला पोर्शन होता है उसको टिप बोलते हैं. उसी में जो पोर्शन माउथ की तरफ होता है उसको एंटीरियर बोलते हैं. जो कॉन्वेक्स साइड होता है, जो कॉनकेव साइड होता है उसको बोलते हैं पोस्टीरियर. जो कॉन्वेक्स साइड होता है उसको बोलते हैं एंटीरियर साइड. जो सिंगल वर्टिकल कॉलम होता है उसके नीचे एक बेसल केविटी होती है, और जो केविटी होती है उसके चारों तरफ एक रिम बनती है जो एक हल्का सा एक डार्क कलर का एक रिम बनाती है. अगर आपने कभी देखा होगा, मे बी अगर लैब में अवेलेबल होगा आपको दिखाएंगे. बेसल रिम होती है, रिम के ऊपर एक टिप होती है जो हल्का सा उठा रहता है, उसको बोलते हैं एप्रॉन. सो ये होता है सिंगल कोन टाइप. अब जब आप अपने जो टीथ होते हैं उसी में जो फ्रंटल हमारे टीथ होते हैं उससे जब बैक साइड जाते हैं, जिसको हम बड़े वाले हमारे जो उसको कौन सा बोलते हैं, उसको अक्ल की दांत बोलते हैं. आई थिंक सबसे लास्ट वाले क्वेश्चन में आती है. और बीच वाले जो मिड होते हैं क्या? हेलो, so second type is blade type. In blade type there could be a.
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. So second one is bar type, or so in bar type there is it's like a plate. In particular plate there could be a much more denticles could be there. So it's a lenticular plate is there. Elongation में plate होती है. In a bar type there could be a primary cusp, a secondary cusp and tertiary cusp. So जो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर होते हैं तो उसके सेकंड ऑर्डर होते हैं. सो बेसिकली इसमें इसी के बेस पे क्लासिफाई किए हैं. थर्ड वन होता है ब्लेड टाइप. ये वाला जो देखो ब्लेड टाइप, इसमें डेंटिकल्स होते हैं बट व्हाटएवर द स्ट्रक्चर इज देयर इट्स अ एलोंगेट पार्ट होता है एज कंपेयर टू बार टाइप. बार क्या होता है, जैसे कैडबरी की बार होती है, उसी कैडबरी के बार में आप डेंटिकल्स लगा दो तो इट्स अ एलोंगेट एज वेल एज उसका ब्रेथ भी होता है. सो एंड थर्ड वन इज प्लेटफॉर्म टाइप. प्लेटफॉर्म टाइप जैसा एक स्पैचुला होता है वैसा स्पैचुला के फॉर्म में ही प्लेटफॉर्म टाइप होता है. उसमें एक होता है लोअर साइड और बीच में फरोज होते हैं. फरोज जो होते हैं वो एक थोड़ा सा गहरा होता है, हल्का सा गहरा होता है, जिसमें क्या होता है कि कोई भी आइटम च्यू करने के लिए उसको समझाता है. ओके, सो इन प्लेटफॉर्म टाइप्स देयर इज एंटीरियर पोस्टीरियर. सो एंटीरियर पोस्टीरियर पोर्शन जो होता है जहां पर एक एंटीना फॉर्म निकला रहता है तो उसको एंटीरियर पोर्शन बोलते हैं। ये वाला सेकंड वाला अगर देखेंगे उसी में जब प्लेटफॉर्म टाइप है उसमें ट्रांसवर्स रिजेस होते हैं जो एक बॉटम की तरफ इंडिकेट करते हैं, और जो उसका फ्रंट पोर्शन होता है, फ्रंटल पोर्शन में एक लाइन होती है, ये वाला देखेंगे लेफ्ट में, तो उसको कैरिना है, जो वहां पे छोटे छोटे टीथ बने रहते हैं। इट्स अ अंडुलेशन इज देयर, इट कुड बी अंडुलेशन, सो उसको कैरिना बोलते हैं। सो in the time of when the 8056 to 9060 used as one of the most important biostratigraphic tool available in the Paleozoic and Triassic rocks. So they were not know about what is conodomes, but they were using conodome element. In the time of 97 discovered the known as Odontogryphus. They named the animal Odontogryphus. It was located in somewhere like this image, and they got some small teeth like in the head of this Odontogryphus animal, but it was gelatinous. I think those from biology, they know what is gelatinous body with annular structure like earthworm. Same, if you have seen the earthworm which is preserved in the soil, the same kind of animal, the same length was recognized as a conodome, but for this was not a conodome. So they found that there's some small kind of teeth is there. Some book consider that the Odontogryphus is a conodome, and some book consider that the Cladognathus they have recognized in the 1983, and it's really considered that it's a conodome organism. So in the 1983, the real one conodomes Cladognathus from Lower Cambrian, Edinburgh में वो रिकॉग्नाइज किया गया. इट वाज लोकेटेड इन सम कार्बोनिफेरस रॉक, एंड द एनिमल वाज लुक लाइक दिस वन. This you just see, it's a megascopic feature of this rock. So the animal having the mouth is there in top one, and the fins, lower one, a tail is there. So in between there's a conodont element which is preserved in the frontal portion, means mouth. In mouth areas there is conodont element is there. So as they found that Cladognathus, it's a 40.5 mm, like 4 centimeter long, eel-like or fish-like, first reported from the Lower Cambrian Carboniferous from Edinburgh in 1983. The same structure, and they described it as a, you just see that it was like head portion is there. In head portion, it's having a large eyes. In the large eyes is there's apparatus where the conodont element is there. So you will observe the lots of conodont element there. But the most important thing, they have recognized only 2 or 3 fossils of the conodonts. Mostly they are getting number of conodont element, but they are not getting conodont fossils, what they call Cladognathus. So some scientists believe that why there is number of conodont element is there, but no any fossil organism preserved is there. So some say that it could be the ऐसा उनका जो फीडिंग सिस्टम था, तो उसमें वो कंटिन्यूअसली in a week or 2 or in a month they produce again their teeth, and they use is their kind of teeth as a feeding element. And when they उनका फीडिंग जो एलिमेंट होता है वो उसी फीडिंग एलिमेंट के साथ वो ब्रेक हो जाता है, फिर उसको डाइजेस्ट करने के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. सो इन कंटिन्यूअसली प्रोसेस दे अगेन produce teeth as a form of conodont's. So they had a notochord cranium. Notochord, just I told, it's a movement like vertebra. Notochord hota hai. And myomers, do anyone know? It's a zigzag shape muscles होती हैं आज की डेट में. Those who are having fish, अगर किसी ने fish देखा होगा, उसमें उनकी बैक पोर्शन पे देखना कि वहाँ मायोमर्स जिगजैग शेप की मसल्स होती हैं, जो एक ऑर्नामेंटेशन दिखता है, बट वो मायोमर्स यहाँ पर प्रिजर्व थी. ये जो नीचे का पोर्शन है यहाँ पर उनको मायोमर्स मिली है. So that's why they told it like it was a fish-like structure. So there was no gills is there, as gills is preserved in the fish. So no gills, but since they are little, so gas exchange means the क्या बोलते हैं, exchange of gases can occur through the skin. So that type of condition is available in that animal. So this is a imagination map is diagram has made. Just I downloaded it from somewhere. So it's a big eyes is there, and in big eyes there's anterior portion. In anterior portion, this one, there's teeth-like structure available. So there's primary teeth, secondary teeth. As I told you that primary teeth like a simple cone type. So simple cone type, it could be a primary teeth. Again, now come to in the main portion. If someone is asking you the anatomy of this particular conodont organism, so just draw it in your copy. There's that organism having the maximum length of 40 mm, means 4 centimeter. It having the eyes, big eyes is there. Okay, it was a otic capsule. Otic capsule, I think it is related to some cartilaginous vesicles is there. This otic capsule, it is occurred in ear of fish. So between the eyes and otic capsule, there's conodont element is there. If you observe the movement of cursor, and this is notochord. Notochord is just flexible vertebra of fishes, and myomers is just I told you it's a zigzag shape of muscles in the color form. And the second one is in the ventral fin and dorsal fin. So in the tail portion of conodont, there's a fin is there, and which is used as a movement. Okay. Now Cladognaths is 40.5. Let's cover it. So it's a conodont element in oral activity, which we are seeing such element as show the microwear pattern. Microwear pattern means the it's a small portion in the tooth of in the mouth of particular organism. Yeah, bilateral symmetry is important. Bilateral symmetry means the tooth is occur in the both side of the mouth and the same. As we see that we have 32 tooth in our mouth. So from the center, all the teeth are same from both east and west direction. So the shape and arrangement of conodont elements in an apparatus show that that were tooth-like feeding tools. Simple. They were feeding tools is there. Apart from this single Cladognathus, 9 additional Cladognathus fish specimens were reported from Edinburgh. Comparable to fish-like forms with conodontal elements have been reported. Same kind of there's a conodont element have been reported from Ordovician to upper Ordovician of South Africa and lower Silurian of Estonian USA. There's no one conodonts organism has been reported from the India, but there's a lot of conodonts elements is reported from the Kashmir Valley. I think you will go a particular paper. I haven't any found any particular bag in Kashmir Valley, but I have read it somewhere that in India, where Paleozoic rock is located in Himalayas, there's a number of conodont elements is there. So for classification, what I told you before, the morpho type, there's single cone is there. So a single cone is curved tooth or denticle having long cusp, short base and conical base cavity. आप लोग लिखते भी हैं क्या कि स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेते हैं डायरेक्टली?
सब दोनों करते हैं.
ओके, तो मेरे को स्लो स्लो पढ़ाना चाहिए कि मैं थोड़ा सा स्पीड में रहता हूँ?
नहीं सर, बिल्कुल सही है.
Okay, so the age of this simple cone, it's a Cambrian and Ordovician, and it's a index fossil. Okay, मैं आप लोगों को इसके नोट्स दे दूंगा, मैंने कुछ पीडीएफ डाउनलोड किए थे. And the second is bar type. The bar type is just thin bar with a multiple denticles in a row. There could be a single cusp.
Slide share कर
Hello?
ना सर.
Hello. Okay, I will share slide. So it's a bar type. Conodont बहुत easy पड़ता है क्योंकि पेपर में ज्यादा पूछते नहीं है, but in GSI there could be a conodont question related to 5
सर
marks.
ये स्लाइड शेयर कर दीजिए ना इसके बाद.
Okay, I will share it definitely. मैंने उसके हिसाब से तुम लोग के लिटरेचर के हिसाब से बनाया है. So in the bar type, it's a thin bar with a multiple denticles in a row. Denticles not fused along their sides. More than one order of denticles common. Okay, the main cusp stand out and other denticles may develop on either sides. Main cusp means the single cusp will be there, and the same time there could be a several small cusp, but they are different. There could be different size, different length, different height. Either side. मतलब main cusp जो होता है, it could be located in the center. In the main cusp means in a bar type, there's a small hollow portion below it. In the base, if you observe, in the तो जो main hollow cusp होता है वो main cusp के नीचे होता है. So जो main cusp होता है या फिर जो hollow portion होता है जहां पर आके वो एक combine होता है या center locate होता है, उसको उसी के portion पे एक main cusp बनता है. So यहाँ पे anterior and posterior होता है. जो convex side होता है वो anterior होगा, as I told you. जो small denticles होते हैं एक main cusp होता है, बताया मैंने. So basal cavity present deepest below main cusp, long ringing forms. It's a little used as an index fossil because of that. It's a means इसका age जो है वो ज्यादा है. अगर short duration होता तो ये high index fossil use होता. The third one is blade type. उसमें भी anterior and posterior होता है. अगर आप left portion अपना ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, तो लेफ्ट पोर्शन का जो फ्रंटल लोब होगा वो एंटीरियर होगा, लेकिन उसमें केविटी आपको राइट साइड पे ऑब्जर्व होना चाहिए. अगर आप टीथ को ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हो अपने लेफ्ट हैंड में और लेफ्ट हैंड के बेस पोर्शन पे केविटी अगर ऑब्जर्व होती है, तो उसका जो फ्रंटल वाला पोर्शन होगा वो एंटीरियर होगा. Laterally compressed unit formed by a row of tentacles which are fused except of the tip. Basal cavity present at the groove like feather. ये feature. So I told cavity is there. It's occur in between Silurian and Triassic as an index fossil. Now the platform type condition. Platform conodonts. It's a posterior base expanded into a platform while anterior base remains narrow. Means posterior and this is anterior. So this one is anterior and this one is posterior. As I told you, this is two type of diagram is there. One is back side and second is front side. The right one is front side. In the front side, there is carina. A small cusp is there. Upper side, it could be no upper side. In the back side, there is a small line, vertical line is there. This is a growth line, and there is also a basic cavity in the base of there. So जो स्मॉल लाइन होती है, इट्स अ ग्रोथ लैमिनी. ये ब्लेड फॉर्म में भी होता है. उसका जो एंटीरियर पोर्शन होता है इसको ब्लेड फॉर्म बोलेंगे, और ये जो नीचे वाला पोर्शन होता है ये वाला, ये थोड़ा सा ब्रॉड होता है, तो ये प्लेटिफॉर्म फॉर्म भी बोलते हैं. सो ये जो चार टाइप दिखाए हुए हैं, सो व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंट ऑफ दिस फोर टाइप? बेसिकली दे ऑल आर लोकेटेड इन अ सिंगल माउथ. So the major functional type of conodont element from top to bottom, they are located in a mouth. So it is as a grasping where the most cusp dentical unit is there. They grasp particular amount of कोई भी छोटा सा एक ऑर्गेनिज्म वो उसको ग्रास्प करते थे, फिर उसको फिल्टर करने के लिए वो सेकेंड वाला ब्लेड टाइप यूज करते थे, फिर बार टाइप के लिए वो कटिंग वाला पोर्शन, और फिर ग्राइंडिंग के लिए प्लेटफॉर्म टाइप. सो ऐसे 5 प्रकार के टाइप्स वो पर्टिकुलर किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म के लिए यूज करते थे. मींस दे यूज द टीथ फॉर ग्रास्पिंग, filtering, cutting and crushing and then grinding for their feeding habit. Okay, so there is classification, someone has classified, but the most important here the euconodont, which is mainly conodont is there, but for conodont consideration for the writing portion part, the protoconodont is there, paraconodont is there and euconodont is there. Basically अभी हमने जो conodont पढ़ा है वो euconodont है. जो लेट ऑर्डोविशियन या लेट कैम्ब्रियन से अपर ट्रायसिक तक रियल कोनोडोंट बोलते हैं, और जो सिंगल कोन टाइप होते हैं प्रोटोकोनोडोंट है, वो अपर प्री कैम्ब्रियन टू लेट ऑर्डोविशियन, बट इनके मोस्ट ऑफ ज्यादा सिग्नेचर नहीं मिलते हैं, बट दे हैव क्लासिफाइड एज अ protoconodon, paraconodon, and euconodon. There's much more, no literature have been available. I just check it about this, but I did not get any kind of information. That's why I just, for information, giving you that 3 type is there for classification. So now come to the portion of ecology. Wide range of habitat means they can locate in the Eurohaline to Stanohaline. I think you know the Stanohaline is a short salinity portion. Salinity जो होती है वो कम होती है, and Euryhaline means wide salinity distribution. They are located mostly in bathyl, abyssal, some kind of they are told nectopelagic. They observed in nectonic condition means they are swimmers, and pelagic means they they operated in the open ocean. So necton is there and plankton is there. Plankton, those who are located in the open ocean, and necton is there, those who are located in the upper 200 water column between the continental shelf. So they are known as nectopelagic as well as. So they occur in a marine Ordovician, Permian Triassic rock, in a sandstone, limestone, Carbonaceous shell, dolomite and churts. Mostly they will observe in Carbonaceous shell. Okay, so the most important for estimation of depth of deposition among the other environment factor, ये बहुत बड़ा important होता है कि if you are locating much more number of conodonts, so you can say that they have deposited from a high water column. So my estimation of depth of deposition along one environment is important. So their lamellae have also been used as a paleoastronomy to calculate the astronomical events such as number of days per year, tides or season. This is, I think, the astronomical observation also happened from corals. In corals, there's calcification happened. On the basis of calcification and growth of corals, scientists have observed the number of days in past geological times as well as tides is there. I think you know the corals. They are located mostly in 24 degree, 24 degree Celsius and 20 degree north and 20 degree south, means that they are located in the equatorial area. So there could be a high chance to study astronomical variation on the basis of coral. For geological importance, conodonts can be used to help correlate areas of time in the Paleozoic. Most important for Paleozoic. I think as a geologist, there's ammonite is there and there is conodont is there. On the basis of ammonite and conodonts, they have made the boundaries of geological time scale, means Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Carboniferous, Permian, Triassic के बीच की जो भी बाउंड्री हुई है, अगर आप geological time scale में डिटेल में जाते हैं, so you will observe the major boundaries के बीच का जो डिफरेंस है कि कैमरन और ऑर्डोविशियन की बाउंड्री को किसके बेस पे क्लासिफाई किया गया है. बेसिकली क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर बाउंड्री हैपेंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अपीयरेंस ऑफ डेटम, फर्स्ट अपीयरेंस डेटा या लास्ट अपीयरेंस डेटा. किसी भी बाउंड्री में मास एक्सटेंशन होगा, तो मास एक्सटेंशन जब होता है तो या तो कोई अपीयर होगा या कोई डिसअपीयर होगा. सो जो मेजर बाउंड्रीज जो एस्टेब्लिश हुई हैं उनके लिए conodonts का important है. There's I think 17 boundaries established on the basis of conodonts, and same time ammonite is there. And second one is conodont element can be used to figure out the climate change in the Paleozoic. Yes. If you are getting a dark color conodonts in a particular areas, in a wide geographical areas, you can say that the temperature was high. Water depth and distance from the shore, as I told you, water depth कैसे observe करेंगे. Global rise and fall of sea level, ये होता है basically difference in between species. Really I don't know much more, but global rise and fall of sea level ये microfossil का सबसे basic importance होता है. Foraminifera के base पे बहुत सारी study होती हैं, and the great abundance helped in understanding the evolutionary relationship. Because of that, this is restricted only in Paleozoic and early Mesozoic age. So there's no any evidences of life. So on the basis of the study of conodonts, we can observe or identify what kind of life was available and their relationship into Mesozoic and as well as Paleozoic time. Understanding the geochemical characteristic of Paleozoic oceans. So as we know that we have a sediment deposited of Paleozoic oceans, but we don't know what was the habitat of this time. So the available of any organism uh, which was living in the time of Paleozoic. So a study of this animal, we can understand what was the chemical condition of ocean. Okay. So do anyone know that what is GSSP? This was question in GSI, 5 marks question. Hello.
ये सर ये ग्लोबल स्ट्रैटम होता है सर.
What is full form?
सर फुल फॉर्म एक्चुअली भूल रहे हैं
हाँ,
सर.
बस वो तुम लोग ऑनलाइन देख के तुरंत बता
ग्लोबल
देते
स्ट्रेटोटाइप. ग्लोबल स्ट्रेटोटाइप.
हो। It's a global boundary of stratotype,
Yes.
strata point, ठीक है ना, stratum point.
ओके
ये
सर.
बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है GSSP. जैसे इंडिया में अभी सिंगल GSSP लोकेटेड की गई है. It's a Meghalayan is recognized in the Holocene time period. It's a 44.2K. Okay. So stratigraphic significance बहुत important है. In spite of doubtful systematics, conodonts are excellent index fossil due to a distinctive morphology, abundance occurrence, restricted to a stratigraphic range of several taxa, and wide occurrence. So as I told you, global boundary of stratotype section point, उसमें conodonts का बहुत important है. Conodont can be recorded from lower Cambrian, simple cone type element, thrive in the Cambrian. First acme of conodont observed in Ordovician. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बताया था ऑर्डोविशन और डिवोनिंग टाइम में बहुत प्रोलिफेरस थे, वेरी यूजफुल इन बायो एंड क्रोनोस्टैटिग्राफी. इन ऑर्डोविशन देयर इज 2 out of 7 GSSP आर बेस्ड ऑन कोनोडोंट. अब विकिपीडिया में सर्च करेंगे तो ये देख सकते हैं कि 2 out of 7 GSSP. मैंने इसमें नाम नहीं डाले क्योंकि इट कुड बी बहुत बड़ा प्रेजेंटेशन हो जाता. So 2 out of 7 GSSP are based on conodonts. Diversity and abundance of conodonts decrease in Silurian. Okay, so again the conodonts proliferated again in Devonian. Several zonal conodonts being schemes have been worked out of this Devonian. 6 out of 7 Devonian GSSP are based on the conodonts. ये क्वेश्चन कोई भी पूछ सकता है आपसे GSSP, इसलिए प्लीज इसके बारे में पढ़ लेना. थोड़ा सा अभी एडवांस स्ट्रेटिग्राफी क्वेश्चन आने लगे हैं, लाइक सीक्वेंस स्ट्रेटिग्राफी के क्वेश्चन आते हैं. ये टाइम अभी थोड़ा सा चेंज हो गया है. कोई नहीं पूछता लिथोस्ट्रेटिग्राफी, बायोस्ट्रेटिग्राफी फिर भी पूछ लेंगे आपसे, बट लिथोस्ट्रेटिग्राफी और क्रोनोस्ट्रेटिग्राफी कोई नहीं पूछता, बिकॉज एवरीवन नो द टाइम स्केल. पहले के जियोलॉजिस्ट होते थे जिनको कैम्ब्रियन के बाद क्या आता है वो भी नहीं पता, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दे स्टडीड ओनली बांगर एंड महापात्र. So now conodonts remain abundant and diverse in the Carboniferous and Permian time. Carboniferous has 2 out of 7 GSSP based on the conodonts. Permian has 6 out of 9 GSSP based on the conodonts. अब इसमें यही है कि जो GSSP लोकेट करना है कि which species they located, which species disappeared and which species appeared. So उसके बेस पे आप GSSP को डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हो, but I think it's not don't go for this much described portion. In the end of Permian marks, severe crisis of conodonts happened. I think Permian Triassic boundary आपने सुना होगा extinction हुआ, but in the same time conodont extinct नहीं हुए, they got extend somewhere like Triassic. So end of Permian marks several crises in conodonts. Conodont proliferated again in Triassic but become extinct at the time of Triassic and end of Triassic. So fine conodontal zonal assemblies are widespread in the Triassic. 1 out of 7 GSSP is based on conodont abundance. Okay. Now come conodont alteration index. It is most important for petroleum geologists. In the previous time, in petroleum geology, there is much more importance in the time of Second World War. there's the micropaleontology evolved on the basis of its importance in petroleum. It is those who are believing that on the basis of microfossil, they can locate it, the occurrence of petroleum zones. So that's why the micropaleontology evolved in the same time. Because if the something has too much application, it will evolve. It will evolve definitely. So Conodont color alteration index is used to estimate the maximum temperature reached by the sedimentary rock in a particular basin on the basis of thermal alteration. Conodont alteration index कहलाता है. Related to depth and duration of burial. बता दूं, it's a irreversible process. Means that if the conodont has gone a particular temperature and pressure, so in a particular depth means कोई rock है particular temperature pressure पे जब जाती है तो उसके लिए particular depth होती है. In the same time, if that rock come to the surface, but there will be a no change happen in the conodont. अगर उसका कलर जो है ब्राउन पेल ब्राउन से ब्राउन या डार्क ब्राउन हो गया है, and again after some time the rock get over to the surface, so the color will not change of the conodonts and corresponding change of the color of the conodont fossil. Okay, the color alteration is progressive, cumulative and irreversible. I told you it is carbonization process definitely, कि उसका जो कार्बन होता है वही अल्टर होता है, कार्बन in the form of amber. Color alteration in conodonts is time and temperature dependent. Means that जितना ज्यादा टेम्परेचर उस पर पड़ेगा उसका उतना ज्यादा अल्ट्रेशन होगा, थर्मल मैचुरेशन होता है. इसमें अगर आप पेट्रोलियम जियोलॉजी में जाओगे तो आपको थर्मल मैच्योरिटी ऑफ रॉक पढ़ते हैं, उसमें यही कलर अल्ट्रेशन इंडेक्स ही पूछते हैं. So basal laminated part has higher concentration of organic material than the denticles. Means that ये जो हमारे बेस टाइप, बार टाइप और प्लेटफॉर्म टाइप होते हैं उसमें हायर कंसंट्रेशन of organic material होता है as compared to denticles. So this organic matter contributes to conodont color alteration. Larger and thicker elements are relatively dark in color than the smaller elements, suffering least alteration because larger elements have more lamellae and interlamellar space for organic matter. Water retards color alteration. Means water. Okay, and that provide thermal cutoff for oil and condensate. Color alteration 2 or from I think from 5 के ऊपर अगर जाते हैं तो color alteration का वैल्यू नहीं होता है. So providing thermal cutoff for oil is CAI2 होता है, color alteration का 2 होता है, और for gas के लिए होता है 3 के ऊपर होता है. यहाँ पे 4.4 to 4.5 दिया हुआ है, but 4 is for gas. So this is color alteration index. That index can be asked in your exam. So please note it. मैं इसमें थोड़ा सा टाइम ले ले रहा हूँ. For pale yellow to very pale yellow, the temperature should be go for 50 to 80 degrees Celsius. Brown to dark brown, 60 to 140 degrees Celsius. Very dark to grayish brown, 110 to 200, and the dark gray 190 to 300. यहाँ पे एक चीज और मैंने लिखी थी, आई थिंक ये लिख सकते हैं आप. Not younger than 200 millimeter, light amber to dark amber to brown until they turn black. Okay. Light brown, sediment heated to degree such that hydrocarbon have fully matured. Yeah. ये लिख सकते हो, if the color of conodont is light brown, in that condition sediments heated to a degree of such that hydrocarbon have fully matured into oil and gas. And the second one, if the conodont have gone to black color, means that the sediment is heated to high or too long that organic matter completely destroyed, and in that condition there will be no oil and gas there. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So this is a chart basically मेरे एक सीनियर ने मुझको बताया था, आई जस्ट डाउनलोडेड इट फ्रॉम इंटरनेट. This is most important. You just see that there's a 1 to 5 is there, but the same from color index 5, 5 से भी आगे जाता है जिसमें पूरा white हो जाता है वो, because of that जो कार्बन मटेरियल होता है वो पूरा burn off हो जाता है. As I told you, अगर ये कोनोडोन्स कैलकेरियस होते तो कोनोडोन कलर अल्टरेशन इंडेक्स का कोई इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं होता. Because of that they having a nature of phosphatic, and phosphatic have a hardness is just like 5. So they can tolerate और adverse condition में भी वो tolerate करते हैं. So अगर उनका कलर जो है pale yellow या whitish yellow है तो कलर अल्टरेशन इंडेक्स 1 होगा. फिर 1.5 के लिए वो brownish pale brown या pale yellow जाता है जिसमें 55% to 75% चांसेस रहते हैं मैचुरेशन के. फिक्स कार्बन रेंज दिया हुआ है ऊपर. For second and third brownish light brown and then dark brown दिया हुआ है. फोर्थ के लिए fully dark brown दिया हुआ है. फिफ्थ के लिए पूरा ब्लैक दिया हुआ है. प्लस 300 डिग्री सेल्सियस का दिया हुआ है. ये टेबल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आई थिंक कटल सर की बुक में भी नहीं दिया हुआ है. ब्रेजर में शायद मिल जाएगा, देख लेना, या पी के सरस्वती सर की बुक में भी नहीं दिया हुआ है. सो ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कोनोडोन कलर अल्टरेशन इंडेक्स. यही चीज यूज होती है ऑस्ट्रोकॉट कलर अल्टरेशन इंडेक्स. ऑस्ट्रोकॉट का भी सेम यूज होता है. But for high temperature consideration, conodones is important because they can go for up to 300 degree Celsius. ये कुछ माइक्रोस्कोपिक कोनोडोन्स हैं. For your, I think I have downloaded one paper. So I think your class is over. The right time I have completed the class. Actually मेरा गला में बोल रहा नहीं था, फिर भी आपका क्लास हो गया. बाय. Yeah, I think here we will see the images of conodone. Lots of. Yeah, the conodones का important tell you. The eastern boundary of क्या बोलते हैं North America and western boundary of South America. I think they were joined in the time of, it was available in the time of Cambrian in a conodones. So that's why they, as a scientifically, they have proved that there was a joint of North America and South America. Some kind of study I have read it somewhere. So that's why it is too much important. Biostratigraphy बहुत delineate feature होता है, but sometimes it's उसके importance बहुत होते हैं. ये this is a same image of conodones. There are several varieties they have described, but the classification is only on the basis of morphology. No proper genetic classification is there. So there's number of conodones occur in the bar type, bar and blade type. There's number of conodones. Yeah, I have downloaded one paper. This is I think from Kashmir Valley. They have proven इन्होंने कोई बाउंड्री प्रूव किया था उसमें. You just see the how beautiful they are looking. It's a platform type. Just see. Your class is there. Next class आदिल सर का है.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you satisfied with this topic or do you need any other information? नेक्स्ट क्लास में एक्चुअली इसी बीच में एक क्लास और लूंगा आपका डाइटम कंप्लीट करने के लिए. एक्चुअली सर ने मुझको बोला था कि यू हैवंट टेकन द क्लासेस ऑफ कोनोडोन्स एंड दे आर गोइंग टू आस्क, दे आर गोइंग टू टेक योर टेस्ट आई थिंक समवेयर.
हेलो.
या जस्ट टेल मी एनी प्रॉब्लम.
सर एक रिक्वेस्ट. सर आप कटल से थोड़ा सा हम लोग मिड के बारे में डिस्कस कर कि 6 से 11 सितंबर के बीच में ढूंढे थे। तो अभी तक सर ने कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दी है हमको।
वो मुझको बताए थे कि तुम लोग का 9 तारीख को मिल लेने वाले हैं वो। अब
Yes, sir, तो,
that could be a sensitive part for me, but I'm not confirm हो गया है 9 तारीख को या फिर जब भी वो मिल लेंगे। बट उनको बोल देना मैंने कोनोडोन्स पढ़ा दिया है, एट द सेम टाइम आई विल इन्फॉर्म दैट आई हैव कंप्लीटेड द कोनोडोन्स। बट बिफोर द 9th, आई थिंक टुडे इज 7, कल शायद मैं तुम लोग का डाइटम्स ले सकता हूँ, because they inform me that they are going to ask any kind of information related to your syllabus, so there could be some point of diatom as well as conodons. So conodon बहुत easy है, सर की बुक में available है। If anyone needs any PDF or scan copy of sirs, I will provide you in group. Any other information? Why there is only 16 members is there in your class? 18-20 student is there.
हेलो,
Yeah.
एक उनकी स्लाइड्स भी आप मेल कर दीजिएगा, भेज दीजिएगा। मैं मेल आईडी सारे लोगों के आपको भेज दूंगा अभी। तो जो भी मटेरियल हो आप,
मैं इसी ग्रुप में शेयर कर दूंगा इसको अभी।
ओके सर, ठीक है।
Any other problem?
नो सर।
डाइटम के लिए देखो मैं लोगों की कल क्लास ले लूंगा। इट्स जस्ट अ बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन इज देयर। कटल सर ने मुझको बोला था दे विल आल्सो टेक द क्लास ऑफ डाइटम, बट द मीनवाइल इन सेम टाइम आई थिंक टुमारो आई विल टेक अ क्लास। आई विल इन्फॉर्म इन इवनिंग। आई नो कि तुम लोग का टाइम भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, सो वी विल डिस्कस इन अ ग्रुप दैट व्हाट टाइम आई हैव टू टेक अ क्लास।
सर
या अविनाश,
सर ब्लेड टाइप में हम कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे कि कौन सा इंटीरियर और कौन सा पोस्टीरियर साइड है?
प्लेट टाइप में जाओ, मैं तुमको बताया था ना कि ये जो अगर हम उसको लेफ्ट पोर्शन पे रखते हैं, अगर कस्प जो उसका जहां पे भी है, कस्प देखना पड़ेगा कि वो किस डायरेक्शन में है उसका कस्प। हेलो, कस्प अगर हमारा जो कस्प है, जो केविटी है जो नीचे की तरफ है। हेलो,
यस सर।
केविटी अगर नीचे की तरफ है और केविटी को अगर हम जो ब्लेड को अगर हम लेफ्ट पोर्शन पे रखते हैं, तो उसका जो फ्रंट वाला पोर्शन होगा वो हमारा एंटीरियर होगा, जो बैक्स वाला पोर्शन होगा वो पोस्टीरियर होगा। एंटीरियर मतलब जहां पर फ्रंट पोर्शन जहां से एंट्री होती है, एंटीरियर पोस्टीरियर एंड वेंट्रल डोर्सल, ये तो पता होगा आप लोग को। वेंट्रल मींस होता है आपका पेट वाला हिस्सा जो होता है उसको वेंट्रल बोलते हैं। डोर्सल जो होता है वो पीठ वाला हिस्सा होता है। आपका जो माउथ होता है वो एंटीरियर है, जो नीचे वाला पोर्शन है वो पोस्टीरियर है।
यस सर।
It just you just observe it as a teeth, your mouth teeth. अपने एक अगर उल्टे हाथ मतलब लेफ्ट साइड का अगर टीथ निकालते हो तो उसकी अगर केविटी नीचे की तरफ है और उसका जो कस्प है वो राइट लेफ्ट साइड में अपर साइड में है, इसका जो कस्प है तो वो तुम्हारा मतलब लेफ्ट कस्प होगा, मतलब एंटीरियर बाहर की तरफ होगा उसका।
ओके सर।
इसमें देखना पड़ेगा कि शायद उसका जो आई थिंक प्राइमरी कस्प के भी इंपॉर्टेंस होते होंगे। बेसिकली जो प्राइमरी कस्प होते हैं वो फ्रंटल लोब की तरफ होते हैं। तो फ्रंटल लोब की तरफ अगर प्राइमरी कस्प मतलब ब्लेड वाले कस्प में, ब्लेड वाले टाइप में अगर जो बड़े वाले कस्प हैं अगर वो सामने फ्रंट की तरफ है तो फ्रंट की तरफ है अगर तो वो आपका इंटीरियर पोर्शन होगा। हाँ ये है।
यस सर, वही इसमें भी सर एंटीरियर जो है वहाँ पे जो है बड़े हैं सर, लेंथ उनकी ज्यादा है और नीचे जो है स्मॉल है।
मैं ये शेयर कर दूंगा आपको। I think Katal sir, they will ask this introduction of conodones. Basically, you just read है और कोनोडोंटोफोरा उसका फाइलम है, अभी तक क्लासिफाई नहीं है, बट हाँ उसका जो एनिमल मिला था उसको क्लाइडेग्नाथस बोलते हैं, कोनोडोन्स। अगर मैं सर को ये पीपीटी शेयर कर दूं तो मे बी he will ask a different question related to GSSP and कोनोडोन एलिमेंट क्लासिफिकेशन, क्योंकि इतना डिस्ट्रीब्यूट डाइवर्सिटी कोई पढ़ाता नहीं। ओके, थैंक यू। आपकी क्लासेस हैं, कैन एनीवन से मी कि नेक्स्ट क्लास कब लेंगे?
यस सर।
अगली क्लास कब लेना है?
सर कल ले लीजिए।
ओके, मैं डाइटम के लिए कल क्लास ले लूंगा। आप लोग का मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आई थिंक 9 तारीख को टेस्ट होगा, बट इट कुड, ये हमको पता नहीं है, मैं ये चीज बोल रहा हूँ। ओके, आप लोग के बच्चे बहुत कम क्यों रहते हैं? मैं ये अटेंडेंस भी शो करूंगा। आई थिंक आई शुड टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट। बहुत कम बच्चे रहते हैं
सर अभी तुरंत सर 11 बजे काफी लोग लेफ्ट हो गए हैं, तो सर मैं उससे पहले स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिया।
मैंने देखा था 10-15 पे देयर वर ओनली 17, मेरे को इंक्लूड करके 17 पार्टिसिपेंट थे।
यस सर।
अभी तो 14 बचे हुए हैं। ठीक है, योर क्लास इज देयर। ओके,
यस
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर।
किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी तो you can ask me. I know that a lot of students they are asking me in a WhatsApp primarily, मतलब वो अपने पर्सनल पूछते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम रहती है तो मैं उनको रिप्लाई दे देता हूँ। तो अगर किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो in a class, those who are preparing for any examination, it is important. Okay, thank you.